Hello, my name is Adrienne Lee from Adrienne Lee Joywork, and I am here today, Monday, Moonday, March 2nd, 2020, for your Moonday message for the week, for the energy, for the collective, what's moving through all of us at this time. The card from the tarot deck that was drawn today is the Chariot. And for me, whenever I receive the Chariot, it speaks to making sure we take our time, that we slow down, in particular with decisions that will have long-term effects on our lives. So here we are, we're ramping up, we're moving into spring. We have that buzz, that energy that we've been talking about for the last couple of weeks. And that is a real sensation. It is really there. It's moving through our animal bodies. It is the buzz of life reawakening here in North America, in this hemisphere. We're feeling the quickening of life, right? And that is on one level. That's on the physical plane, very mundane experience. And yet we are creatures that are so multifaceted, right? There are so many pieces of us. And so our animal bodies are having this experience that may or may not correlate with the actual reality of being a human and what's going on in our human lives, right? So a personal example, I had a real anxious desire this morning that I had to get the taxes done. Like, I set my sights on it. I had to get the taxes done. Gathered all the information. I was getting the taxes done. It didn't really fit in with the day. I had a client mid-afternoon, and truthfully, I need to have a full day that I've set aside and scheduled where I can sit down and devote time to that particular activity. I was operating through this push of energy coming through my animal body that didn't really correlate and relate to what my mental body needed for this activity, or what my emotional body needed, because I am such a multifaceted being. And so the Chariot says, pay attention to the details. You know, if you're in a chariot riding around in a circle and you start going too fast and not paying attention, the chariot flips over. Instant death. Whatever progress you were attempting to make comes full stop to a halt, and we don't actually get to where we're headed, where we're going. I'm just allowing that to land for myself as well, right? Like, whatever's happening in the body, so beautiful, such a good tool, such a great conduit, and there is so much more. There's great mystery, there's timelines, there's the reality of your situation. So the word that is coming to me that I'm really hearing is this word of discernment. Discernment, like what is in the field that is relevant and true, and what's going on in the body, and what's going on with our emotions. There's a lot in flux right now. There's a lot in the collective going on right now. Great amounts of fear and stress from this virus that is moving through, that is making a huge impact worldwide, even though it hasn't actually shown up to impact us worldwide. But collectively, that stress and that anxiety and that fear is prevalent. And even if you in particular are not in that vibration, not in that space of fear, we are still exposed to it. If you're plugged in at all through television or media or social media or the news, even just reading emails, right? So just allowing that to be what it is, that yes, in the collective there is this ramping up of discomfort. And in some way there is truth there. And there is this truth of where you are. Are all of your needs met today? Do you have everything that you need? Is your life really endangered at this moment, right? And the animal connected with the energy this week is spider. And spider is one of the elders of the deck, often thought of as grandmother spider. And when I look at this card and feel into it for this week, I'm really drawn more to the web that spider creates, all of those little connections. And this really pertains to the Chariot, in that those choices that we make, every choice that we make, every moment, every day, every week, every relationship we engage in, every job that we take, everything that we say no to or yes to, creates a different connection in our web. And that web defines our reality. That web manifests and creates our perception of our life and of the world. And so in taking in Chariot medicine, we're going to utilize discernment. We're going to utilize it to our best and highest when we continue to make these connections on our web of life, as we're weaving our reality, as we're co-creating it. We take responsibility for our piece of the creation by taking our time and really paying attention to the signs, paying attention to the way the choices make us feel. And to support us in this week, because this energy is quite interesting, it's quite full, right? And especially if we are allowing ourselves to accept that we can sense and feel what's happening collectively around our planet, because we are all interconnected. We all breathe the same water that we call air, right? Then it can be an overwhelming week. There is potential for that if we lose our footing. There is potential for that if we lose our ground. And the stone that wanted to come forward this week, turn it like this, is Amethyst. Amethyst is such a sweet powerhouse for bringing us back into the crown chakra, for connecting us to hope, to inspiration, to help pull us out of the muck, off of our knees, and take a slightly wider perspective on our lives and on our situation. Amethyst is a beautiful stone to help add some shine and some brightness and some comfort when dealing with energies that can be particularly overwhelming. So that is the report for today, for this week. I hope that it serves you well. If you feel called to work with me more deeply, please know enrollment is open for my annual program, The Transformation Map. It only runs once a year, and it is only open for 13 individuals who are really looking to dive into their lives and make some medicine out of them. I would love to have you join us. You can check out more information on my website, www.adrianleejoywork.com. And otherwise, I will see you here next week. Bye.